Oh, you know, first off, I guess I should say this because I didn't say this on 83 Weeks when I first reacted to the news this past Monday. Um, if the allegations are true, because we've seen instances in the past where we thought for sure allegations were true beyond anybody's doubt and found out that they weren't. And it's always a fearful thing, but I think it's also pretty hard to ignore all of the circumstances. I guess in a court of law, they would say circumstantial evidence, but there's just so much that's hard to deny or discount or set aside that it's just devastating. I think it's devastating to those who are in the wrestling industry, no matter what company you're in, because this is, WWE casts a great shadow. And sometimes that shadow can be, a wonderful thing because the business is growing and WWE being a leader in the industry does benefit smaller companies, independent promoters. The healthier the wrestling industry is, the better it is for everybody. And unfortunately, on the flip side of that, the less healthy it is, in this case, sick, as it relates to those allegations, some of the things we read in that complaint, it negatively affects the wrestling industry and the people in it. For me personally, it's tough because I have friends in WWE. There are people that even though I may not be friends with them, I'm acquainted with them, and I have massive amounts of respect for them and their talents and their commitment and what they've contributed and achieved. And they're all greatly affected by this. And it's hard not to put myself in their shoes and have some empathy. And then you have all the innocent people involved, not just people that are innocent, that are employees of WWE or performers in WWE, but family members and friends. And, I don't know the victim, but I'm assuming she's got a social circle. And regardless, this is just such an ugly, dark, sad situation that it's going to affect everybody for the rest of their lives, regardless of how much of it is true or untrue, or it doesn't matter anymore. It's just so dark and so disturbing that, I said this the other day on Strictly Business, the podcast I do with John Alba. I know it's almost childlike for me to say what I'm about to say, but I just wish everybody could get what they want out of this situation so that it could be resolved and people could go on with their lives, however difficult that's going to be. But that's not real. Unfortunately, the information, as we've seen in the last 24 hours, continues to drip out, and I think we're going to be seeing, unfortunately, much more of that in the weeks and months to come.